shit. Excellent connection. All right. Looks like it's happening, folks. Okay. Well, we're going to do this. We're going to do this for a moment at least. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. I just wanted to try this out. I haven't done a YouTube live stream yet, so let's go. All right, I'm back, but here I am now with some art, so it's cooler now, right? It's different. Yeah. So this is a 5-point perspective drawing. I just did a little live stream on Rumble about this, but and I kind of worked through some of it, and maybe I'll do a little bit more of that here. We're just testing things out, and I'm just kind of getting back in the swing of things, and I'm remembering how to do it as I go. There's always ways to improve your method and to get things working better, and I'm thinking about how I can stop getting smudges on my hand. That's always been a problem, and I've tried a few different things. I tried wax paper. That kind of helped. I might try that again. Let me know what do you use? What do you do to try to avoid what I see here is the buildup of smudges. Sometimes I'll even use like a straight edge or something to try to just lift my hand up off of it. I don't know if that actually helps or not. I think it does. It makes me feel better about it. There's certainly some ideas I've had and ways about things, and then there's things that I've just probably never thought of because I'm a goofball and I think of things in a strange way. Sometimes I come up with really cool little things, but other times, yeah, I can be completely off and be like, why didn't I think of that? When somebody shows me something very obvious. Ever been there? Never? Is that just me? Okay. I had a feeling. It's all good. So yeah, this is a larva float we have here. This person with this enormous rod is helping carry it. Maybe if the rod tapers, I'll probably try to do that. It needs to taper or something because it's just ridiculous. It's kind of like is that a javelin? Oop. Okay, that didn't work. This is why I like an eraser. This is why I need one. That's why I love drawing. The one place where you can make mistakes, completely F up, and then you can just take it all back. I wonder what life would be like if you could just take it all back. Maybe it wouldn't really be life, you know? Unfortunately, that seems to be the unfortunate beauty of life, is that we don't have that luxury. But perhaps that is also why art is so beautiful. It's so much fun to engage in, because it allows us that freedom that we don't really get to experience in the real world. The freedom of mistakes and take-backs and dreams. Dreams can take flight. Dreams that never were in the real world. Dreams that never could be. All of a sudden, taking off, taking flight. Oh crap, just checking. Well, I suppose I need to probably schedule my next one. I guess that might be the way to get a few people to actually tune into this, is if I said I was going to do it maybe and set out to do it and invited some people from my mailing list to come out and hang out with me here. That would be the way to do that. So I'm thinking out loud, of course, as I'm drawing out loud. See, as I pull this perspective line here, kind of like that, follows those same kind of arcs. Boom. Give that a little bit of a boom boom here. Okay. Yeah. Get some Dogon, bro. Don't you know about your Dogon, bro? Come on. Aren't you an artist? Get your Dogon. I'll show you some Dogon. Not a lot of artists can draw Dogon, including myself sometimes. Dogon is this kind of faceted, beautiful woodwork that you'll see on ancient Chinese architecture and a lot of just ancient Asian architecture in general. And it's just beautiful. It's so fascinating how they made it. No nails, everything just kind of slots in and creates this wonderful architecture that is able to withstand earthquakes and all kinds of shifts in the soil due to its malleability. Yet these temples are still standing for thousands of years. It's just incredible to see how well the ancient craftsmen were. These ancient craftsmen were on another frickin' level, dude, seriously. And so I'm just kind of playing with the idea of, I've looked at a lot of it, so I kind of have an idea of what this stuff looks like, and I know that there's a lot of patterns and ways that it can go. They all tend to kind of follow this like flowering kind of effect, though. Ultimately, I think is the idea behind it, is that they're supposed to kind of look like these stacking type flower type things. I don't know, whoever said that might have been full of shit. But they sounded credible at the time and I believed it. So I am playing with these Dogon and these strips of wood as they arc across. I hope you're still seeing all that. Good. Just playing with that. Okay. Just having fun with that. And I might just shut up for a moment and enjoy this, and hopefully you will too. I didn't say this was going to be the most accurate drawing. But I did say it would be a fun drawing. Well, I'd say something more if there was anybody there. I would answer some questions. Anybody watching this in the future, drop a question, and if I see it, I'll get back to you. that's pretty cool. It's good enough for now in that little area. It gives the effect that it's going for. I'm not too attached to making it perfect. I've belabored that in the past, and I don't think it was good though. It really was. You know, everything was for a reason. I certainly forced myself to really understand those shapes a bit more, and I think that was the ultimate point. And so, even though I can kind of stray from accuracy, I at least have the understanding. That's what you get when you study an object in depth, is that you will draw with more accuracy, or you'll draw with more of a understanding of what it is you're trying to draw from memory. And that's like the ultimate superpower of art, right? Is to be able to draw from memory and like kick ass. So that's basically what I've been doing with this one too. This drawing has all been out of my head. I haven't really. I was gonna pull up some references, but I haven't yet. I eventually will. I think once I get desperate enough, and I'm like, okay, what else can I do? I'll probably start pulling up some references and kind of mixing them into what it is that I feel like it's missing. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. Feels good. Feels good to be back in the world of Atlas. Eventually, this drawing will probably find its way into the Atlas book. Oh yes, I've slowly been working on this idea. Someday it'll happen. Someday it'll come out. And it'll be the grandest parallel universe driven, dream inspired artwork that I will have ever created. And that'll be something to be happy about. And that'll be something that my parents in heaven will be proud of. Yeah, it's been a rough year. Losing my mom in April. Week after my 41st birthday. I already lost my dad about 8 years ago or so. And there was a lot of conversations. You just never could have known what you would have had to say, right? What you would have liked to say or ask. It's just something you gotta put up with, right? Suck it up, buttercup. This is the real world. People live and people die. But it's been hard. Not gonna lie. It's been pretty tough. Pretty tough when, you know, your favorite people are gone. People you love the most. So embrace them while they're here. It's been the year of death for me. Lost my mom. There's been other losses in the public eye that were very hurtful. Ozzy, Charlie Kirk, my friend Canista just passed away. That's just like unbelievable. What the crap, dude? What the crap? So try to make use of this time. Try to do something good. This apparently is my contribution. Take it or leave it. So I'm finding myself drawing a weird like structure here. Perhaps there's like a door that's a little bigger right here. Yeah, I think so. And these are gonna turn into windows or something. See, I was just kind of flowing with it, and I was like not thinking at all about what I wanted to do. And then I just thought, this is what I want. And see, it's kind of a stream of consciousness thing that you can do with this drawing. Very much like a day in life, or the way you live your whole life, which is how you do the little things. So make sure you have some fun with it, and have some room for random fun, as well as don't be afraid to carve out your own space the way you saw it, the way you thought. Yep. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So the architecture is evolving. It's looking a little more contemporary here, but we can still do it up. When we come at this later, this can all have some more traditional decorative elements. We'll kind of allude to that right now. That already kind of gives it, starting to get that feel. Throw some lanterns out here or something, you know. And more of this facade. This is how we do it. And that's how we do it, you know. We just kind of keep coming through, sweeping through areas, finding areas of interest, and expanding on them. And that's what I enjoy doing with this this kind of work. So if you rewind a little bit or if you rewind all the way to the front, you'll see that there has been progress, although it's been slow, and you may not notice it right here, right now. There is areas that have been edited to a noticeable point. Let's get a little bit of deep shadow here, right? Those are the kind of things you notice. See, like, and that's perhaps one of my superpowers and my flaws, is I will just hone in on one of these little spots, as you just saw there, and I get into it, and that was hardly anything. I could spend a lot more time there perfecting these little spots, getting it just right. I mean, that's really what it takes, though, if you want to know honestly what it takes to get some of the drawings that you may have seen on my website at vincentfink.com, especially in the Atlas Metamorphosis series. That's how, I mean, it's not you know, this is not AI. It takes time. Good art takes time. Let's get a closer look at that one more time. I think I'm going to close this up pretty soon here. This is fun, though, for me. I'm going to get better at coming up with shit to say, I guess, or not say. I'm going to check the pacing and just watch the video that I just created and see what parts are interesting, what parts are unbearable, and what I can improve on. So let me know if you actually got through this video. Let me know what you enjoyed about it, if anything at all. And if not, hey, let me know what you think I could do to make it better. I'm trying to improve. I would like to do this a lot more. I honestly feel like if I really get it together, this could be a fun experience for me as well as others. I could continue to create art as well as connect with others who are into my style of work, and maybe others who want to learn something as well. I definitely would love to be able to do that. But beyond that, you can also find me at my website, vincentfink.com. That's where you can find all the work I've done, drawings and paintings. And if you sign up to my email newsletter, that's the best way for us to stay in contact. I strongly encourage this versus the hating algorithms that will not help me out. The email newsletter is a great way to stay in touch. Plus, you get 36% off just for signing up. So what are you waiting for? Get in there. Use that 36% off to buy you a t-shirt with my hand-drawn artwork on it. And be part of this art revolution. Yeah, you may not know it, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. We won't talk too much about that because it's behind the scenes, okay? And you have to be in the Patreon group to know about all that. So jump in there if that's what your cup of tea is. But I will say that we've got a lot of cool things going on. I'm talking with some artists, and we'll get back into the conversation soon, where I'm chatting with some of the local artists, and I think actually there's going to be a lot of value in that, a lot of interest if you like art, and if you are into any of those kind of topics. We're not just going to talk about art, okay? We'll definitely get into some other things, current events, things like that. So I think it's important to talk about these things, and I don't want to see free speech die in the arms of fear. So we're gonna talk about the world and things that are going on, and how it affects the art world, and how we can thrive and survive through all of this chaos. Because I guarantee you, it's not making it any easier for a free-thinking artist. And if you want to see better art in your schools, in the books, in the movies, and the films, and music, art galleries especially, like the art that you hang on your walls, support the people who are not encouraging your death. Okay? Let's just put it that way. I think that's a reasonable request. I think that's a good way to go, don't you? How about not people who would laugh if I got a fucking bullet in my neck? That would be nice. I like those kind of people. I would really appreciate that kind of support. Because there's people out there who would probably like to see a bullet in my neck, just because of that comment and my free thinking. So come back to see more of this and how it progresses next time on the Vincent Fink live stream. Fink Tank coming out soon.